From the small coastal city of Portland, Maine to Tokyo, Japan, three metal soldiers triumphed over mediocrity and set the standard for local music and stoner rock bands all over the world. Never shying away from their obvious heavy influences of BUDGIE, Black Sabbath, St. Vitus, Pentagram, AC/DC, KISS, CACTUS, Deep Purple, and more, Ross Marconish, Will Broadbent, and Ed Cunningham weren't afraid to challenge the rock scene, to accept the gifts that the forefathers of heavy rock and metal gave them, and march on a rock crusade as Ogre. Ross Marconish was born and raised in Brockton, Massachusetts. He started playing guitar in the 8th grade and formed IDK in high school, who played classic rock cover tunes. His parents were very supportive of his music, and with his father happy to buy him gear and records, and even taking Ross to his first concert, which was KISS on their Dynasty tour. In college, he played with Goat Boy, an original rock band that played in the Boston area, and after moving to Maine, joined Hello Monster. Will Broadbent grew up in York, Maine, and started playing the drums in elementary school. He had several bands throughout his school years, including Inner Sanctum and By Jiminy. A true metal fan and avid collector of comics, movies, and CDs, Will has an encyclopedic knowledge of 70s and 80s hard rock and doom. At the time, he was a student at the Maine College of Art, and he joined Hello Monster to satisfy his need to play music. Hello Monster was an instrumental drone trance noise psych band with Chris McNeely on guitar, Will Broadbent on drums, Chris Mazzurco looping samples through his laptop, and about 12 bass players throughout the band's history. With a regular, almost weekly gig at the Free Street Taverna, Hello Monster played often with Billy Carroll, aka Blind Billy Blake.
I had a lot of fun playing with Hello Monster, though my musical abilities were left an awful lot to be desired. Playing with those guys was a ton of fun for me, and I certainly miss it. It was an odd change to watch them go to Ogre, but my days with Hello Monster were interesting.
Hello Monster, while a musical outlet, didn't turn out to be Ross's cup of tea, and he soon found a kindred rock spirit in Will during the other members' smoke breaks, playing KISS songs and listening to Sir Lord Baltimore and BUDGIE after hours. To let off some garage rock steam, Ross and Will joined up with Billy as The Pods, a 60s cover band that lasted for 4 whole gigs. The time had come to take the reins on this monster of rock and lead it into the darkness. Ed Cunningham grew up down east and then moved to Westbrook, Maine, and became a self-described teenage band geek, playing the trumpet since the 5th grade. He picked up the guitar in high school and played in many bands since, including a Beatles-style band called the Deadbeats, Hammerhead, and The Real Band. After moving in and out of bands for many years, Ed finally responded to an ad in the now-defunct Casco Bay Weekly and joined the forces of Ross and Will after his first audition, and Portland rock history was made. Ed's voice has often been compared to the late Bon Scott of AC/DC and Ozzy Osbourne. Now a complete power trio, Ogre rehearsed and wrote for a couple of months, only to play open mic nights until Barb Moran, the booking agent for Geno's at the time, gave them a chance to play on stage. Ogre played their first gig at Geno's original location on Brown Street, complete with costumes and tongue-in-cheek attitudes to the music that inspired them.